Hi, I'm Nita Potter from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 19 of UFO to FO. UFO stands for Unfinished Objects, and FO stands for Finished Objects. And today, I'm going to be working on my daughter's corner-to-corner blanket. Whee! Yeah, what's sad is that this colorway right here, the burgundy, is out of stock. And I'm not sure if it's been discontinued. I have no idea. I have no way to tell. All I know is when I looked it up, it was out of stock on the Yarnspiration site. It was out of stock on Joann's. I didn't even bother trying to check Michael's because I'm not sure if they even sell this or not. But yeah, this colorway is out of stock. And I've got the baby, whatever the heck this is called, pink something or other. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be using today. And it's a little dark over here because my light is over there at my little tutorial table. I was shooting a video over there earlier. And I didn't feel like moving it back because I might have to go. I'm probably going to go back over there and make some more videos because I do not have. I took tomorrow off of work and we will get into that in a little bit. But we are going to start, if I can get my yarn unwrapped around my hook for the moment, start our lovely 30-minute timer if my phone would behave, and I'm gonna press play. Besides, I could always brighten this up in post. Yes. Anywho, if I brightened it, I'm lit. Anyway, let me get going on this. So today I'm shooting this at almost 10 o'clock at night on November 22nd. Today was the last day at the job I'd been at for 10 and a half years. I start a new job this following Tuesday. I need to rattle off enough so I'm not like knocking this off on the floor. See, this is what I hate. I don't know if you can, let me set this, grab this, and I'm going to show you. A lot of the times, this is what I've been running across in both of them. These flippin' knots. And it's super frustrating. And it makes me not want to purchase this yarn ever again. Yeah, I had it on this one. I had it on the burgundy stuff too. And it's just like... But anyway, did I start my timer? Yes, I did. Okay, so yeah, today was the last day at my job. I took PTO for Saturday off so I can, like, chillax for once. But yeah, it went without fanfare. I mean, there were a couple of people that I worked with that were sad to see me go. The new director of housekeeping tried to get me to stay. Is there anything we can do to make you to have you stay at least for another couple of weeks until we figure this out? I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm over it because it was just way too much work for one person. What I did was I worked in memory care as a housekeeper, and I had 2 floors by myself. So I had 30 plus rooms I would do every week. I didn't have the luxury of only doing 5 or 6 rooms a day because not only did I have those rooms, I had a ton of stuff from sales and marketing. Hey, can you do this on top of everything else you do all day? Clean these empty rooms and whatnot. And I'm like, if I can get to it. Most of the time I couldn't get to it because I was also the assistant housekeeping director and I was all over the place. So trying to get tasks done that I needed to get done, it was super difficult. I would concentrate on my residents first. Anything else after that was after that. They were more important than, say, an empty room or like the elevator lobby. I can always get to that after I get done with what I'm doing. But it's always, oh, we need this done now. In like 20 minutes, somebody's moving in. And I wish I was exaggerating. So that got old real quick. I'm the only one, other than the people that do the empty independent living places. I was the only one that had to ever clean the empty rooms for move-ins and stuff. And it's like on top of 30 plus residents that I do every week. There was no every other week or none of that. It was every week. And when I started over there, they were making us do them twice a week. But there was a lot less residents then on those 2 floors. So I'm just like, yeah. I did it for a little bit, and then people started moving in, and I'm like, I can't keep up with this pace. Once a week is going to have to be it, and do whatever comes up, because, you know, accidents happen, and that's fine. It's just when they don't tell you they happen, or you discover it all on your own. That was, like, the communication is still terrible. You know, it's like, I got my job I have to do, and then all these other jobs on top of it. So I do have another job, and I'm starting that this coming Tuesday. It's basically doing the same thing that I'd been doing. Still a housekeeper, not an assistant director or anything like that. There is no position for that at the moment. 1, 2, 3. Am I doing this right? Yeah, 3. For some reason, thought I'd have to put 4 in this, and I don't. So, just gonna keep going. Chain 2. And I don't know how big this blanket is. I went to measure something else I did earlier, but I can't find either one of my tape measures. I have 2 of them. I don't know where either one of them have gone off to. They just grew legs and walked off. So earlier I was doing the tutorial for the my crochet temperature blanket, how to do the blocks, and slightly how to like sew the blocks together, even though it's kind of a little difficult to show how to crochet together the 2 blocks because of how I'm angled. I need to find a better way to do that because I can't see. Like, am I in the frame? Is it showing well? Because I can't tell. Because it's over here and I'm over here. Yeah. So I really wish I had a bigger place with a better setup. But I make do with what I've got. Like everybody else does. This place is absolutely too small for the amount of hobbies that I have. Music, that you still can't see my piano, because I'm still trying to get it uncovered. I bought some, oh shoot, where'd it go? I had 2 boxes, where'd they go? See, things keep disappearing on me. I don't get it. Where did I set them? And there's 1 over there, but I had 2 here. I have no idea. Things are just like walking off when I'm not paying attention, apparently. Because I had them sitting up here, then I moved them so I could see this monitor on my second monitor over here, and now I don't know where they went. Because they're not up here. Oh, God. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Let me slide over. I bought 6 of these things from the dollar store. It's a little box, kind of flimsy. Holds a project. Ooh, look at that. That is an upcoming tutorial. That will come out as soon as I get this done. I've already shot the first part of it. So these things, I got 6 of these, and I bought some plastic bins to hold things that I'm making to do markets next year. So I started working on doing that. I bought a bunch of chenille yarn from the dollar store a couple weekends ago. And I know I haven't kept up with my vlog because I changing jobs and stuff. That required a lot of extra time that I didn't have. Getting paperwork and all that fun stuff done. And I'm still not done with it. There's certain things that I can't do until I get there Tuesday. To try and figure out how can I switch this over to here and not lose anything. So that hopefully I can find that out this coming Tuesday so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And we're just trucking along on this blanket. Because this definitely, yeah, I told her before, is like, don't expect this for Christmas because it will not be done. And now it's even worse because I don't have I can't get the burgundy yarn. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's been discontinued or just out of stock. And if I'd stop losing my yarn off my desk, this would go a lot quicker. Just need to rattle off a bunch of yarn so I'm not like constantly trying to unravel it. So, and forgive my manners. I want to say hi to all 9 of my subscribers. Hi! Love you guys. Invite your friends. Join the Discord. It's there. But yeah. Do all the like, share, subscribe thingies if you would like. 3. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally put 4 in there. Oops, let's not do that first. We need to slip stitch first. Then we can double crochet. Oh. Yeah, let's undo that one. Do you hate it when you're trying to double crochet and you kind of lose your hook with the stitch and it's like you can't save it, you have to start it over again? That's what just happened. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna work on the blanket backing, but I still need to find my tape measures. I don't know if it's buried under all this stuff over here. It's like there's so many projects, and I started a knit hat somewhere over here. Where'd it go? I really just need to clean off my desk. Let's not undo my stitches. Doing it in the round. Of course, it's black. I'm making 2 of these. And I can't work on it because I need my light over here because black yarn is very hard to see unless you've got good lighting. Which, unfortunately, in this place, I don't. Unless I'm in my room. Which, I have to get back. I need to finish my son's blanket. There's like 60 some odd rows left on it. And if I could just sit down and get it done, it would be done. Yeah, that made sense in my head. But I would like to get all of these projects finished. I mean, I've got this over here. I don't know how many. I'm on round 57 of 65. 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 8 more rounds to go on this. And this will be done. Maybe. I have to like check if I want to make it longer. If I want to do that. But I don't know yet. I need to finish the actual project first before the border. And then we shall see about if I want to add length to it or just leave it as is. I can't decide on that until I get to the border round, which would be round 65. would like to get that done this week and knock that off my list. Of course, I ended up starting a project and finishing it like it took about a week, but if I had sat and actually worked on it, it would not have taken a week. And I'm going to try to do more tutorials, like stitch tutorials, projects. I mean, I have a list. It's a huge list. Not gonna lie. I just need to find the time to do them, which really it's kind of hard because they're so noisy over there. I swear it might come over the microphone, and that wouldn't be a good listening experience for you guys. So that's why I haven't been able to do much content other than being busy trying to switch over to my new job and go to work and do all that too. So I just wish. Now, if I had this set up in my bedroom, it wouldn't be an issue. But my cables don't reach that far. It would have to go around the corner on the other side of this wall. And it's just like, that would just be a nightmare trying to like move it over there. That's why I wish I'd need a bigger place and purchase a nice cushy recliner so I could just kick back with some funky slippers and do this stuff. And I would have a better way to do the overheads because then I would have more space, which is what I'm lacking over there. I do not have decent lighting. I try. The outlets in here are super inconvenient to plug in an extra light. I mean, I could take the light out of my room and use that. But the cord's not that long, I don't believe, so it probably wouldn't reach over here to the surge protector that I've got for the TV. So I don't know how well that would work, if it would even work, just to have an extra light over there, because that little clamp light doesn't really do much unless I like manipulate it, and it's been difficult. I need to get something I could put on that table so it's not so reflective, and I put a brown piece of fabric down, absolutely not ironed, so I don't really have space. I have an iron, I have an ironing board, I just don't have space to like set it up properly and use it. I would have to do it on the floor, which is no fun. But I persist. I persevere through all these adversities trying to like do tutorials on YouTube that require overhead recording. Now, when I'm on my other channel and I'm doing audio recording, I don't need to have an overhead set up. I just have this. And I did, like I said, I purchased a new web camera. Did I even mention that? I don't remember if I mentioned that. So I have this camera over here, and then I've got another one permanently fixed over there. It's not as wide angled as this one is, so it's a lot easier. I just need to get it set up better. That's my big issue. I don't have a proper way to set it up to where it makes sense to me. Because I swear when I'm trying to like show crochet overhead that I'm covering up what I'm trying to do. And it's hard to see when I'm over there trying to look at this monitor, which is slightly out of, like, my range because I'm wearing these reading glasses, and my other glasses are for driving and not necessarily doing close-up work. Oh my goodness, this blanket is getting heavy. I don't even know how long this thing is at the moment. It just keeps sliding off onto halfway onto the floor. Yeah, so that one is what I'm using for overheads. It's just a cheap, like, it's a 1080p camera. I mean, I actually have control over it in their settings. The software that I downloaded for it, I can actually, like, zoom in and change, like, the color. There's even a button on that to change the knock my glasses off my face, change the, like, the color temperature of the image. I could have black and white if I wanted to. And I can control, like, through the software, I can adjust brightness, contrast, turn white balance on and off, turn the autofocus on and off. I can zoom in. And I was like, would it work if I zoomed in that software and then came to OBS Studio? Would it still look like that? And it did. So I was like, all right, pleasantly surprised because I thought it would revert. And I don't know if it would revert back once I shut the computer down and turn it on tomorrow. Even though I try to tell it to save the settings, it doesn't seem like it's saving. So I don't know what's up with that. I might have to do some YouTube researching on it. Because trying to read things in a support forum is a little difficult. I want to see what you're doing. And if there's like a hot fix or some way to like get it to actually save. Because I can't, for one, it's like I wanted to give it like a specific name. That way if I have different setups, I can like click on them and activate them or something. But doesn't seem like there's a way to do that I know of. So that's why I need to go down the YouTube rabbit hole, searching for that specific web camera and maybe a video about it. I thought I was running out of yarn. I'm not yet. 2. This thing is so hard to control right now. I'm trying to get this to 6 feet long before I close it off. And it's like I've got one burgundy left. I've got the rest of this and one more pink one sitting over there. So I'm trying to figure out, just use another pink, because I can get the pink. I just can't buy the red right now. And she was like, well, I don't know if I can get the red. And now I really can't get it. So she's like, oh, she's not worried about it. She was like, oh, just get more of this. I mean, I got other blanket yarn rolling around. But, oh, wait, no, I do have a pink. It's just a solid pink, but she likes this. So, I don't know. Yeah, she saw it last weekend, so I blanked about this blanket, so I didn't think about it until just now. If she wanted to substitute something for it. We'll see. Really wish they had the burgundy. Or something close to it. Would be nice. Switch legs. Here we go. My other leg was getting tired. I've got 6 minutes on this one. This half. I got so many projects I gotta finish. I really need to stop starting them. Because I've got way too many. I've got all these I'm surrounded by blankets, 2 market bags that I'm doing for, well, markets. This thing I finished. I'll have to show in an episode, a vlog episode. If I can get around to shooting one of those. Because I think the first one came out on November 5th, and I haven't done one since. Because all this stuff came up. And then we had that snow 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the snow, and I was in charge and trying to deal with everybody. Because it was difficult for people to get into work. I had to miss 2 days because I couldn't get there because they didn't plow the roads very well. And yeah, it was just that week was basically kind of like hell week at work. New place I'm going to, if you don't have a ride to work, they will pick you up. If there's weather like snow and you don't feel like you can make it drive to work, they will pick you up. So, I mean, I don't foresee having any issues because this job is 4 miles down the road. I don't have to go through downtown anymore. I don't have to go up a giant, scary hill when it snows. Because that's, I'm not kidding, the grade is like this. And that was always terrifying. There was one time I couldn't even get to work. I got to the gas station to get gas. It's right there at the base of that hill. I got on the road, started going up it, and then my tires were just spinning. So I'm like, I can't go any further up this hill. It was a freak snow. It dumped like 2 inches of snow in a very short amount of time, and my tires were spinning. I'm like, I turned around, and it took me 45 minutes to get home. And at that time, I lived 3 miles away from where I used to work. Which is so weird to say now. This is where I used to work, not where I actually work. Was there for like 10.5 years. And now I'm going somewhere else. Which it's always a transition. Got to learn new ways of doing things. Definitely got to learn where everything is. I still need to figure out the parking lot. That still confuses me. I've only been there twice. So, once to do a walkthrough, and then earlier this week I went to orientation. So, and I still couldn't figure out where to park. So I have to explore that a little bit more. I'll probably like leave earlier than I normally would. That way I can get over there and figure out where to park. Because there was a spot where employees park, but I couldn't tell you where it is. But hopefully I can get it and it'll be good. Oh, am I at the end now? Haha. If that timer goes off, I'm still going to finish this part. Dang it. Can we chain 2, please? There we go. Yeah, I just need to figure out the parking and then get inside, figure out where everything is. That's any place, any new place you go. It's going to take a good minute, like maybe a week or two to get everything learned. Well, not everything learned, but know where I am. Oh crap, I forgot how to do this. Do I just... Oh, that's right. Do I chain one? I don't think I chain one. I think I just turn it. Oh, maybe. Ugh, so heavy. And slip stitch across. Yeah, I slip stitch across. Oh, goodness, I can't even find the stitches here. Yeah, I do believe it's a slip stitch 2, 3, and then slip stitch in here. And chain 2 and keep going. Okay, I need to move my stitch marker up. That way I don't get confused. Uh-oh. Let's don't drop it on the floor. Get through one of these stitchy things here. There we go. The time on the timer, 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! All right, and here we go. We're going to take a little breaky break, refuel, get something to drink, and then come back at it. But I'll be out for like 10-15 minutes, but for you guys, it'll be 5 seconds. And I'm back. Went and got myself some water because I need to drink more water. And stop drinking so much soda and coffee. But coffee. All right. Let me get this back on my lap without knocking everything else off my desk. Possibly. I don't think in this next half an hour I'm going to finish the rest of this. I don't believe. I'm going to rattle off some yarn. Yeah, because I think I will, after I maybe finish this or whatnot, I'll measure it if I can find my tape measures. I have 2, and I have no idea where they've gone off to. So I'm going to reset my timer and hit start. And away we go again. So, yeah, I really want to do more with this channel. More, put out more content, which is always good. Trying to get this sorted, get my other channel sorted. It's like I'm changing what I do over there right now. Instead of mixing somebody's these tracks I got from this site, I want to mix my viewers' tracks. Stuff that they haven't released yet. So they can get a free mix. I can get some channel content, and away we go. You know? That's how I'm going to go with that one, because I can only mix the same type of tracks over and over again. I need a little variety other than doing my own productions, which I have one track I really need to finish. I just need to get some motivation to do it, because it's a track that's been hanging out since 2014. Oh my god. I just mathed it. That's 10 years ago. Okay. Yeah, that definitely needs to get released. It's like, oh my goodness. And I'm also going to do, make a classical, well, not exactly classical. I mean, the music will be classical music, but I'm going to do it in the style of synthwave. Because I kept fighting myself trying to figure out, what piano tone do I want? You know, and it's like I couldn't make a decision. And I still got some, like, instrument plugins I need to fix. The Spitfire Audio Labs plugins. They won't load. And I don't know. They changed their interface and stuff, so it's like, still haven't been able to get it to work properly yet. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I've tried following their little tutorials on how to get it back, and it's not working. So I have no idea how I'm going to fix that at all. Which I need to invest some time in doing that, because I need to get back to music production and audio engineering. And I can't do that unless I have my plugins working. Can we not fall off my desk, please? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I've got way too many projects. And the knit and crochet temperature blankets are gonna take up a lot of time. And I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the videos. I mean, I sat over there and showed how I was gonna make the blocks and how I sew them together, but oh poop! Everything's getting caught in my stinking blanket here. My other blanket project is in the way. I've got too much stuff on my desk. I got way too many projects. I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 going with 3 waiting in the wings. Well, technically it's 14 going with 2 waiting in the wings. The knit temperature blanket I can't really start on yet. I mean, I could, but then it would just be sitting there waiting for January 1st to roll around. But I've got that hat. I got a second hat I got to do, and everything else. So all my big projects are taking up all my space over here. The smaller projects are in the little boxes that I bought. Yeah, I need to just get it going and get it done. I mean, the closest thing to being done right now is this blanket. But I've got blankets I've been working on for years, sitting over here behind me on the floor in one of those boxes. And am I doing this right? Yeah. And I need to get that finished. I am so tired of working on that blanket. It's been hanging out for years. I ignored it for a really long time. And then started working on it again, like, was it last year or earlier this year? I just have that one panel to go, and I just need to go on it. That and that scarf tutorial I need to finish. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to make a hat to go with it, because knitting the hat is completely, it's not the same as crocheting a hat. It takes a heck of a lot longer. And seeing as my circular needle, the smallest one I have, is a little busy at the moment, I'll have to figure that out and do it at a later date. Because I have two of those balls of, how is it? Lion Brand Mandala in the colorway of Groot. That, I have another ball of it. One cake of it is going to end up being the scarf, and I'm going to use the second one to make the hat, because I really don't want to knot things for that, seeing as I'm just using it as it is. So, yeah, I was wanting to like cast on both of these hats because I bought 2 black skeins of yarn at Walmart, which now the yarn is down to an end cap and that's it. Which is super frustrating because the other stores are they're a little far away. I mean, I could turn left out of here and go to where Michael's and Hobby Lobby are, but turning left out of here at certain times of day is absolutely impossible. So I'd have to like go all the way around the block just to get back over to a light in order to turn left. Or I just purchase it online and not have to deal with it. Because that's always an option. Because I wanted to do the magic loop. Is it magic loop? Yeah, the magic loop with whatever size circular needle I have. But unfortunately, my size 8 circulars, 29-inch circulars, are a little busy with a knit project that's in a box in my room. So I was like, where the heck is my circular needle? And I'm like, if I'd have looked at my little list over here of my current projects, I would have seen that it was in there instead of going through and tearing through my room trying to figure out, well, where are they at? Are they in one of these? And yeah, they are. So, and I also need to like get that finished so I could do the tutorial for that project. But it's going to take a hot minute. Because it's knit, it's not really instant gratification. You can't like sit there for like an hour or less than 4 hours and have it done. It's impossible. That project is an advanced knitting project. It's not easy. I still have issues with it. In fact, and I've stated this before, I started that project over twice. One, because I messed up and couldn't figure out how I was losing stitches until I caught myself losing a stitch. And I was like, well, shoot, now I gotta rip it all back and cast on again. And then I got 2 repeats of the pattern done, and then I was working on a 3rd repeat and I dropped a stitch. And dropping a stitch in lace work is sad. I couldn't figure out where I lost it at because it's got some open work in it. It had to have been a yarn over somewhere that I lost track of. So I was like, I had to frog it all the way back and start it over. So far, I've gotten like 3 or 4 repeats done of it. And it's one of those projects you have absolutely got to pay attention to and take your time with. Because you can lose a stitch, drop a stitch, add a stitch. Super easy with that. But that will hopefully, I can get this done sometime next year and I can get the pattern out. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do a temperature blanket crochet along. You know, I can like show progress each week on both because I kept going back and forth. So I really want to show me making the blocks, me sewing them together and stuff. Yeah, no, that's not a good use of my tutorial time. I mean, I showed how to make the blocks, and I will show how to do the Intarsia knit version, and then like maybe what do you call it? The in-between stuff, like especially on the knit one, how to work the project and then sew it as you go. Make the first month panel and then start the second month panel and then sew it to the first one as you're going with the yarn needle, of course, because the way I have it, it would be upside down and backwards if I were to do it like the 10 stitch blanket, which I went around and around and around, and I was like, how am I going to do this? And that was like the only option. If I do it as I go, I won't have a whole panels to sew at the end, because then that just gets obnoxiously boring. So I'm going to do it as I go, just like weaving in ends as you go. It's like most projects I can do that with. A couple of these, it's you can still see the yarn, and it's like, yeah, that's not what I want. So I'll just weave my ends in the back when I get to a stopping point, and I can take care of it, because there's nothing more frustrating than leaving it all to the end, and it's just like, I just want my project done, but now I've got all these ends to go. So you either weave it in as you work, or crochet or knit over it, or you get to a stopping point and then you weave in your ends and then keep going. That way you're not overwhelmed with, oh my god, what was I thinking? Leaving this to the last minute. Which is what I used to do. And I was just like, oh, what did I do? I was like, no. So I'd do a little bit of it, and then I would just like, I need to do something else. But they eventually all got woven in, so it'd be just easier to get to a point, get it done, instead of waiting till the last minute. I don't think there's any ends I need to weave in on here, because I got caught up to this last round that I'm on with that. So I don't have to worry about that yet. Because I have one side left to do on that round. And then I'm trying to think if I want to switch colors. I probably don't want to. I'm going to switch color and then, like, I don't know, do that block of stuff in the same color. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All I know is I will have yarn from this project left over. Because I bought more than I needed, because I couldn't find like the pound yarn in certain colors. So I had to settle for buying 2 of one in a different size. And I had to buy 3 of one because they didn't have any of that in the larger skeins of yarn at all. Which is sad. Because I got all this yarn and no place to put it. I've got to get reorganized. And it's like, the more you try to organize, the worse things get. Does anybody else have to deal with that? Because the more I try to, like, get everything organized, I feel like I've made a bigger mess. And I don't understand why I feel like that. It's like smaller projects are contained. These bigger projects, on the other hand, are taking up way too much space. I need to finish them. I need to finish this. I need to finish my son's blanket. I've got too many dang blankets. Got that double knit blanket I gotta finish. I just need to buckle down and actually finish them. Like, just hyper focus on one project and get it done as much as possible. But, and then like one day work on one project, and then the next day a different project. Just so I can make some progress. I do need to finish my son's blanket. That has got to get done. Completely. And I will probably get that done this weekend, hopefully. Like I said, there's like 60 something rows left on it, which I clocked myself. It's about 10 rows ish an hour. So if I were to actually sit down for 6 hours crocheting on that blanket, I could finish it, not including the border. But I might do work on it before I go to bed, because it's in my room right now, and that's like my before bedtime project, but I haven't been able to work on it before bedtime because I keep working on this, trying to get this done. So I'm usually out here until like 10 o'clock, and then I'm like, I have to go to bed because I got to get up at 6 in the morning. And with my new job being like really close, I don't have to get up at 6. I could get up at 6:30 or 6:45. I'll probably like 6:30. Still gives me plenty of time to wake up, get dressed, get my stuff together, and put gas in the car if I need to, grab a snack from the gas station and whatnot, if I so desire, and then go to work. Like I said, I'll probably leave early just to figure out the parking. Because that I need to figure out. Dang it. Come on. Oh. Let's see, what's my time on my timer? 11 minutes. So, moving through this row a heck of a lot faster than the first part. Still don't think I'll get through the rest of that little ball o' yarn there. Work with me here. Just love it. Having false starts trying to wrap the yarn around the hook. It was like didn't want to go. Almost back at the top again. Almost. Oh, come on. Dang it. You're at the last part of the double crochet and then it just fails on you. And I've had that happen, like certain stitches for some reason just would not want to finish. And you're sitting there, it's like you're even going slow and you still lose the stitch off the hook. And it's like, ugh. Had that happen the other night. I'm just like, can you stop doing this, please? I'm trying to finish this. Yeah, other than like basic tutorials for that temperature blanket, I won't pursue doing that. I'll do progress videos. And even then, be like progress videos, both of them at the in the same video. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, I could just do a weekly thing, and week 1 through 52 of crochet, and then week 1 of 52 for the knitting one. And then it's just like, that's a huge commitment doing that. I mean, yeah, it would mean more content, but would anybody watch it? You know? I mean, I can like share what the temperature was for each day, and then I could show off the blocks or the strip that I've worked on. You know, that would probably be like, I don't know, 5-10 minute video. I'm not sure how other people do it on theirs. I might have to look that up just to see what the norm is for it, because I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing one, and I'm doing 2. So yeah, that's slightly a little crazy, but it is what it is. I do both knit and crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the fun part. Coming back the other direction. Ugh, trying to... This is absolutely getting too big to be doing this over here. That's why I wish I had a bigger space and a recliner. So... let me find my stitch. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's it. Turn over. No! Get in there. 1. Ugh. 1. Come on. Trying to get it started back over the other way is slightly annoying. Ugh, my hook don't want to work. I'm trying to insert into this chain here, and it's just, there we go. It was being a little fussy. And trying to get it through here is being a little fussy too. It's always like trying to get this started is always the hard part. Come on. There we go. Now I can join it to the rest of it. Chain 2. Yeah, this will probably be the last time I show this on UFO to FO because it is getting a little, it's getting a little too big to deal with at the desk. Other than these other little blankets I've got over here, which are just the 10 stitch, and they fit in my lap. So this one doesn't really fit in my lap anymore. Oops. We slip stitch. Chain 2. There we go. Yeah, because it gets hard, a little difficult to try to turn it when I'm starting on a new row. So yeah. So the next time you probably see this, which will be a while, because like I said, don't have any of that burgundy yarn. If I could find one that's comparable to it, I will get that. But we shall see. Yeah, that should be enough. I've got 5 minutes left on Ola timer. No, that's not 3. What am I? I counted the chain as 1. That's not how that works. 3. Okay. Yeah, I probably definitely will not get through to the end of this row with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left. So basically, I got probably be 2.5 rows completed in an hour. Dang it. If it would just not do that. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There. Yeah. It's like, let me know what you guys worked on during this episode. In the comment section below. There's a dramatic pause. I'm gonna try to get this video edited and ready for Monday. The crochet block thing on Tuesday. If I can get the knitted one done, which I either have to wait until next week or do it now. But I don't know. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. And it's like just after 11 o'clock now. I might save the editing for tomorrow. Darn it. Or I may just not do the tutorial for that at all. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I do the tutorial for the crochet temperature blanket? Or just show my progress every week with both projects? Let me know in the comments section below. Because it's not really like a crochet along or a knit along. Yeah. I mean, I have plans for doing a actual crochet along and an actual knit along. But I have to get to the point where I can start those. And figure out what yarn and how much of that I'm going to need. Yeah, because I really want to do that chunky yarn cable sampler throw. I really want to do that, but I don't want to use overly complicated cables, especially if you haven't done cables before. They can get super intricate. They can like span a lot of rows and a lot of stitches just in order to complete one repeat of it. There's one called the Saxon braid. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 24 stitches across, and I think 24 rows, but I could be wrong. I cannot remember. It's been a minute since I've done it. I made a sweater with that up the center, which I haven't worn in forever because most of the time I'm stuck in work shirts. And I don't want to work in my sweater because I don't want stuff getting on it. Close. Come on. 5. I could just join this to the top of that and be done with it. Chain 2 and stop. Maybe. There we go. And that's it for this session of UFO to FO. Let me know what you've been working on in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.